I'm Macy Egland. Long Islanders are pushing back against the Trump administration's immigration enforcement efforts.
No hate, no fear. Refugees are welcome here.
Nearly 100 people rallied in Westbury yesterday, saying federal immigration agents are terrorizing the community. Local immigration advocates say dozens of people have been detained in just the past week. We'll have more on the protests coming up in about 2 minutes. No serious injuries after this two-car crash on the LIE in Hauppauge. Police say a Pennsylvania woman lost control of her car early yesterday morning eastbound near exit 57 and crashed into an SUV. Read more about Newsday's year-long investigative series looking at Long Island's dangerous roads on our website, newsday.com. Only in Newsday, the NYPD has a new way to combat summer crime. The department is setting up 70 special summer zones to crack down on homicides and shootings. Nearly 1,500 officers will be patrolling streets, subways, and public housing areas. Only in Newsday, Brookhaven Town's first legal recreational cannabis dispensary opens today. Strong Strains is in East Setauket.
Even this industrial area is surrounded by some businesses, so there's a lot of foot traffic.
The store is one of 8 legal pot shops on Long Island, all of them in Suffolk County. 2 school budgets are up for a revote next week. Voters in Elwood and Shelter Island go to the polls on the 17th to weigh in on scaled-down spending plans. Residents in both districts denied their district's attempt to pierce the tax cap last month. Let's talk about your Monday forecast now. A warm start to the work week. We could have a little wet weather moving in later this week. Let's take a look right now. You see some clouds out there at Sunset Beach and Inlet in Montauk on this Monday morning. We have a slight chance of a shower this afternoon for parts of Long Island. Otherwise, it is mostly cloudy, highs in the 60s across Long Island. Tomorrow, though, you see on your Futurecast, showers, possibly some thunderstorms for your Tuesday. But as we extend to the rest of your 7-day forecast, the rest of this work week is looking sunny and summer-like. It'll be really nice. Highs up into the 80s for Wednesday and Thursday. The weekend right now, a little bit unsettled. You see a chance of showers there on Saturday, but Father's Day on Sunday is looking cloudy but dry for now.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
Escalating tensions over the Trump administration's deportation efforts here on Long Island. Andrew Enger was at a protest in Westbury.
A loud but peaceful demonstration in Westbury Sunday morning near the site these protesters say where federal immigration officers recently arrested migrants who were just visiting businesses along Prospect Avenue.
It is really awful to see them snatching away people from our communities.
We're not criminals. We're here working, minding our business, but we need help.
Sophia didn't want to show her face or give her full name to protect relatives and friends who she says could possibly be a target for ICE. She says many are now living in absolute fear after the federal agency recently ramped up efforts to find and remove immigrants who may not be in the U.S. legally.
There's a lot of people that I know who are scared to come out, which is sad. Can't even go get, wash their clothes at the laundromat.
That fear, she and others say, is paralyzing the migrant community on the island, keeping people from going to work and living their lives. Daniel Lozano, who was born in Colombia, says his U.S. citizenship took 18 years to be finalized.
These people are only working for a better life. It's very sad and it's very dehumanizing, especially for someone like myself.
Some of those who came are encouraging state lawmakers in Albany to pass the New York for All Act, which would limit local police interaction with immigration and customs enforcement.
Long Island's legislators need to know that this is something that's happening right here. It's happening to their community members, and that they need to take action because the community here is angry.
Demonstrators say this protest came together organically without a lot of planning, and they expect to have more of them in the weeks and months ahead.
I'm a Long Islander, I was born here, I was raised here. I know we don't all look alike, but we all really just trying to do the same thing,
In Westbury, Andrew Enger, NewsdayTV.
Read more about the protests on newsday.com. Click Get More below the NewsdayTV video box. Pride on display on Long Island. The Long Island Pride Parade in Huntington celebrated its 35th year yesterday. Nearly 5,000 people marched up Main Street with thousands more looking on. This year's theme was Defiant Joy.
There's been a lot of really tough stuff going on, so we got to come out and support each other and do it in a joyous way.
And Newsday TV anchor Ken Buffa was there too. You see him dancing. The parade ended in Heckscher Park with performances by Glen Cove native Shy Roberts, who came in second on The Voice. And you can read more about local Pride events on our website, newsday.com. Again, just click that Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Great to work for a team right here in my backyard.
I'm here at the Nassau Coliseum where Freeport native Morgan Taylor is accomplishing big things in the sports industry.
I'm VP of Business Operations for the New York Liberty and the Long Island Nuts. With the Long Island Nuts, I oversee the whole business, so that's from ticketing, sponsorship, marketing, community relations. And on the other side, with the Liberty, I help with more strategic vision and planning, and also with event management.
Working in sports has always been Taylor's dream, though she initially hoped that would mean being in a uniform on the court.
I played basketball growing up here in Long Island, and I love the sport. I played AAU. I aspired to be in the WNBA. My senior year, I tore my patella tendon, and I knew that maybe my playing career would be over, but I would go to a strong D1 program and figure out how the operational side of the business would be.
During her time at George Washington University, Taylor wanted to stay close to women's basketball, so she became the equipment manager of her college team and even worked in operations with the Washington Mystics.
I wanted to stay really close to the women's side of the business. It was really important to me. The camaraderie, a sisterhood, a friendship. I wanted to continue with that. I majored in finance, and while doing that, I also worked as an equipment manager for our team to understand inventory and equipment and how to interact with players.
Although she faced many challenges during her journey, it was Taylor's resilience that got her to where she is today.
It was pretty challenging, working in women's sports where not everyone believes in the plight of women's sports, right? So it was hard to go against the grain every day, but we got through it. Dream big, don't let other people stop you. Even if you hear a no along the way, just keep going, because there's definitely opportunities and resources for you to achieve your goals.
Jolie Katzen, Newsday TV.
Learn more about Morgan Taylor on Newsday.com. Click Get More below that Newsday TV video box.
Catch the latest from Newsday in high school sports when Sarah sounds off.
It's the spring season and we're warming up. Boys lacrosse, girls lacrosse, softball, baseball, track and field. Every sport, every game. And be part of the action when I take your questions. So be sure to email me, text me, hit me up on X, Instagram, make a phone call. We're going to have a great time all season long.
Sarah sounds off. Tuesdays at Newsday.com/Sarah.
You can see more on these stories on Newsday.com and watch us streaming anytime on Local Now, YouTube, and all of the other streaming services that you see here. I'm Macy Eglund. Thanks for watching Newsday TV. Have a great Monday.